and we want you to join us on the program. Yeah. We have this particular story that is trending and the Widow's World on Facebook, and I'm going to read the story. Madam Hope will join us. Madam Hope will join us in the program. Then when Madam Hope joins us, we'll discuss it. But we want you also to join us and speak your mind. We'll also read comments from Facebook. Once again, we are broadcasting live from WFM 91.7. Join us with your comments, 070917917. Now, I'll read the story. The story goes thus. My Facebook friends, please help me judge this issue. Can a legally divorced woman with her children take over the properties of the ex-husband after he died from the widow who has 4 young children, ages 12 years old to 4 years old? Yeah, this is the case of a young widow, Mrs. Abigail Razak Akim, who was married legally to Mr. Razak Akim from Oyo State. Let me go like that. The late man left 4 buildings, a robust bank account, which the ex-wife, Mrs. Bosse Agbola, and her children took over and refused to look after the widow and her 4 children. The ex-wife was divorced based on being caught red-handed committing adultery and causing grievous body harm. The late man married the widow 10 years after he divorced the wife. The widow was left with 2 cars that were not functioning properly, and which she sold for 380 naira to pay school fees for her children. The children, the widow herself was sent out of the house by the ex-wife and now living in a farm with her children. Okay. Then the late man's first son, Mr. Ridwan Akim, who is 27 years old, lives somewhere in Ogun State, arrested this widow for selling the cars. The Akim family from Oyo State are afraid of the ex-wife and her children. They have hands off from the issue, and the poor woman, the widow, is suffering with her children. What is your take on this issue? What is your take on this issue? When I read the story, I felt, what's happening again? Something is wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. And we have so many comments under it. A young widow got married to a divorcee 10 years after the man has divorced. 10 years after the man has divorced, got married to him. He died. Dying, the ex-wife came with the children. They took everything from her. She had 2 cars. 2 cars were not good, which she had to even sell. Selling the cars, she used it to her children's school fees. Now she was driven out of her home, matrimonial home, which she was legally married to the man. And she now stays in the farm. Doing what? Cultivating cassava. Madam Hope, is she there? Okay. What do you think went wrong? This is in our hood, we call second marriage the second missionary journey. Every woman, every widow desire a better second journey, a blissful second journey. When we talk about remarriage, we know what we're talking about. But look at this particular case.
Yes.
Yeah, Madam Hope. Good evening.
Yes,
welcome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And yes, that story. I like the audience when we're telling this story. Some of them, when we say it, it will look like Hollywood
movie,
and not Hollywood.
Nollywood movie.
Epic.
African epic.
Yeah, but these are people's real life. On 21st century, we're not talking about my grandmother's story. And I'm glad you have shared it. This story is deep. And I'm talking to Bumi Afolabi. Bumi Afolabi is she's the one that shared this message and tagged me. And we have discussed at length about this. This story is deep. If you check the magnitude of this story, you ask yourself. I mean, when she finished saying to me, I said to me, This story is wickedness and demonic.
Wow.
That's what I said. Wickedness and demonic.
Okay.
And we are talking about the widow now. So because we are widows, we concentrate on widows, and then when we are saying this, I want each and every one of the audience listening to listen clearly and look deep inside their own lives and see what to do. You said it. This lady married this man, 10 years after divorce, legally divorced. Legally divorced, because we have done because when they brought the story to me, I said maybe the woman just left. You know that kind of thing, that
Yes.
the woman just been divorced. They said legally divorced. And the widow herself wedded officially. So at the end of the day, what happened? This is where you look at Nigerian system too. Every system is getting more corrupt, and you had the story. The police came and arrested her.
Yes.
For selling the
cars.
That makes 780,000.
80,000.
Meanwhile, the divorced wife with the children. I have, with all due respect, I know the children is entitled to their father's property.
Good.
And the same way those children are entitled to their father's property.
So also the widow's children. And the widow herself.
Between the two women, who is even more entitled to anything is the wife.
Yes.
The widow. Because whether or not they have divorced. Then if you go to, we are believing that we'll get the woman into the story. We are believing that if unfortunately the woman is somewhere in the village, I've told them, once we get to her, even if it means we find a phone to take across to her. Because one of the things that we want our discussion to bring out between Bumi and Amanda, what we do is to see how to give this woman and her children some sort of, re-establishment into life. Because there is somebody's life story. So let me leave you so that the others will put in their own work.
Okay. To join us, so we'll read comments. Miss Regina from Facebook. Miss Regina from Facebook, she said the word divorcee has nullified all our rights. But I feel they had children together. They had children together to capture and to commit a crime. So invariably, what the woman, the ex-wife, let me not call her first wife, the ex-wife did is a crime. And Ms. Regina said that the widow should face the son and insist on the will. And she hoped that she understands the marriage legality. She's the real widow. Then Miriam Peter said from Facebook, said the woman should go to court and get a lawyer and first ask the lawyer to speak with the ex-wife to settle with her out of court or push the case with her. It might take a long time, but she will get justice. The ex-wife has no right, but the children has. And again, he said, but not to the extent that they are going to. He said, not to the extent they are going, and let her involve God in her case. Okay. And Sheun said, this is injustice on the part of the ex-wife. I don't know. Reading comments on this thread, we'll find out that everybody is on the side of the widow. Like I was talking to Amana Hope, Lady Hope this morning. I said, there is something wrong. What happened? You stayed with a man, you had kids for him, and the man died. Before you know, you went back to the ground zero. There's something wrong somewhere. You know, in this, don't prepare for, which we have learned in our first journey, entering the second journey, we should be prepared for anything. So I want you to join us. We have a caller. Hello, good evening.
Yes, it's Madam Hope that is calling. I'm calling it. You know, the truth, you I said this thing in the morning when we were talking about this thing, trying to analyze how to bring it to the audience.
Okay.
You said something went wrong. My sister, so what went wrong is more, yes, the woman has a blame. The widow has a blame. The blame is, how did she not prepare herself? But the man had more blame. Because the man must have known what caliber of the ex-wife.
Wife, exactly.
He should have known that.
Hmm.
And and it's a lesson to men out there. Because maybe he was preparing, maybe he felt that he's much younger, that is not coming soon and everything, and he didn't tidy up. Because I believe, like some of the people that are commenting on Facebook, they keep saying, "Isn't there a will?"
Yeah.
Isn't there? And the part of the story has the family of the late man
They asked off. Wow.
They didn't want the problem of the wife of the
ex-wife.
So you could see there's a power, both physical, spiritual, and someone meet a lawyer and this thing. Is it this woman that has no money to feed food that we have?
Go and meet a lawyer. Oh God.
Because the reality is that someone said, go to feed that, go to pro bono. How many pro bonos are pro bono in Nigeria? How many feeders are feeders in Nigeria?
That's a question to answer.
Big reality that we must address and say to ourselves. Because I have had widows I had to take to feed her, and nothing come out of it.
The case will go cold because the person is a widow, nobody to fight for her.
You are frustrated to say to yourself, let me leave everything. With my sanity.
Exactly.
So, I just wanted to put that because the reality is that, yes, I think it's more the man. I don't want to use the word I want to use because I'm on radio.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah. Even when I read the story this morning, when it was brought to me, I was angry. I was angry in my spirit because this woman, for God's sake, was 10 years out of this man's life. What gives her that backing that she should come and throw the legal wife out? Okay, if we say the children, I think, Madam, I still say there is something wrong because the children would have been there. They have watched. What was the relationship between the widow and the children? That is another thing to account for. And as I told you in the morning, she has been with the man, and all of a sudden she went to the farm. She should have established herself. She should have, even if we say, okay, the man did not leave a will, but because we are coming to the second journey, I believe most widows are prepared. Most widows that are going to the second, they are prepared in every way. So I still say, except the will has been tampered with, except as we have looked at it, the biblical aspect will come into it. That woman has to get something out of this and win this fight. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, what I want to say is that this woman is not a widow now, has never been a widow. She just married a widower.
Okay.
No, she was never a widow.
She was never a widow.
No. She just married him as a young girl. I mean,
okay.
The man is a widow. The man is a divorcee.
Divorcee. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The man
is clear now.
Wife, and according to the story, 10 years after divorce, he met this lady. So it wasn't a question that she threw the woman out of the house.
Okay.
But what we can see here is the power. The system in our society where we don't have values again for reality.
No values for reality. That is the word.
For common good. Because what I even said when I had that story, that if I were to be divorcee, the divorced wife, the best, of course, I may play the devil advocate to come and take what I can get for my children.
For my children, yeah?
For my children. But I will not take everything. Because this woman too has 4 children.
You can imagine.
I would not take everything. I could have at least said.
Even for the family of the man to answer off, they don't want to join in the fight.
Like, I pray that we will get this woman education.
Yes, we need to.
Somewhere in the remote or your state. So the information has got to go and get her out so that we can bring her to the studio. It shows you that while we are in the city trying to, I said it in my book, the metropolitan widows, the widows in the city, they can afford to their back on everything and face and stay here, even if you're selling your water, and be shielded from some of those things.
Very true.
But the one in
In
our
the villages.
they are going through hell.
So,
And this is a typical example of it.
so join us on this discussion. The ex-wife, the ex-wife, after 10 years, came to take. So most people on Facebook, they are just selling, get a lawyer, get an advocate. But to me, from the fact that she was not widowed before, I think they need to just bring that woman, the ex-wife, and they deal with her legally. I think that is just the fight that they can fight. Madam Hope, are you there? That's the fight she can fight. The legal aspect will help her, because the story is it's not what one can really, what one is pleased about. Now look at her in the village, remote area. She can't even, after having a man with 4 buildings, good money in the account, she's nowhere to be found because she's a widow. Okay, Madam Hope.
Yeah, everybody is saying they get a lawyer, get a lawyer, get a lawyer. Come on, me and you, we date it. Tell us the truth.
Where is the lawyer?
The various issues we have had. Getting the lawyer. How I lost my husband's entitlement in the bank.
Seriously.
I 27 years ago. You know why? When they say lawyer, what is it? A letter of administration.
Probate court. You can imagine.
I wasn't informed. I would go. I paid 10,000 there, 5,000 there. I went up and down. I couldn't even go to the bank. I couldn't access the bank then to even know how much I had in the account.
Seriously.
Whether I was going against the wind. And at the end of it, I just got so frustrated. I said to myself, Hope, face your phone. Start on zero with sanity.
So what do we advise the woman? Because she can't just leave that.
Of course, we're not you know, my question is, where is our culture?
Is it culture, lecture, or this one is it's not culture thing, because this a character thing from the ex-wife and the children. You know, the part that the son of 27 years went to arrest the woman. I don't know which policeman would go.
This is where the culture, the kindred, the culture, the traditional rulers, the religious rulers, what are they doing? This is where they can stand up. One man, if they stand up and look at the story and find out the real facts inside it and put a point in the discussion, I believe that something can be done. Then when everybody is minding their business and their story, she can't. She doesn't have the strength. And don't forget that this is already a vulnerable, weak woman.
Very, 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 very vulnerable.
She doesn't have empowered, financially empowered
at all.
And now she has now lost the husband. And with this, because I don't know this woman,
the ex-wife,
you can see the same woman get power.
She has it all. If the story
and just say they don't want to put their hands, there is more strength of her.
So that what lesson can one learn from this? What lesson?
Let me tell you the lesson we learned from it. Their wives, empower yourself. Their husband, empower that woman.
Okay.
And their husband, tidy your home. Tidy it properly. Don't even put it in paper or this. I mean, they said the man had 4 houses.
4 houses.
Yes. What stops the man when she was alive to say, okay, house A and B. Teresa, you park inside there. Go and stay there. You and your children. You now see the whole village.
Exactly. Madam Hope, sorry, we have a question here. He said, Madam, what I'm asking, what of the husband's will? What of human rights lawyers? Don't we have them again? I'm very angry, from a very angry comrade from Otter Farms. She has answered the question already.
Let me answer the question.
Okay.
About the will, I've not heard about the will. That's part of the things we are looking at.
Okay.
It's obvious there's no will. And maybe if there's a will, this woman...
knowledge and things like that, information.
The knowledge what has a tampered and doctored or whatever it is.
Exactly. Exactly.
One. Then the human rights lawyer and everything. And then how functional are they really functioning in our system? That's a discussion.
That's the thing. Another time. Oh God. As you said, one of the lessons we will learn, every woman should be prepared. Because I can't imagine 4 houses, buoyant bank account, which you even know because you are the one that said the story. What happened? That from that level to ground zero, women out there, prepare yourself. I don't even know how, because some people will say because you have or because you don't have, all fingers are not equal. No. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. Secure yourself, secure your children's future. Don't wait till you start running up and down. Oh, I don't even know how to put it. I feel so sad because this.
Let me help you there. It's not just women, because so that women don't go. The women, the greatest preparation we say to you, prepare yourself, is be empowered.
Be empowered.
So you don't go telling the man, oh God, you have this house, I want to be my name.
No.
And if I were the man too, if he were my son, I could tell the man, say, make it prepare. Like,
if I want to kill you, I can imagine. Okay.
So what I'm saying to that was, because if this woman had something doing,
yes,
she would not have generated to that point.
At all.
She could have moved from the house. Let's say that they were harassing her in the house and it's coming so observant. She would have moved from there. Let's assume it's a flat. She would have moved from there to at least afford a bedroom apartment and stay there with her children and eating garri until she.
And also for our men out there, nobody knows the next second. Please prepare your home.
It is the men we ask. Let's assuming that this man can see up from the heaven where he is, and he sees that his beloved children is no longer the wife. It is the children of school. How would you, as a man,
it will shed tears.
So that's the message we always have to. The people that it has happened, what we are trying to do is rehabilitate.
I hope for calling you, especially the fact that that's one, should I use the word adversary or position somewhere? You have to be prepared. Did you get it?
Yeah, exactly.
We have a question here. It said that the uncles will answer if they are not gaining anything. He said, Madam, please advocate on this station now and ask, where are the Nigerian human rights lawyers? Please answer a lot is happening. He's saying a lot is happening. He said the uncles are not and are answering us because they have nothing to gain. That's the human factor. From Otta also.
Another way is there. Another way there is the uncles are maybe afraid, really. But I said the woman that has, I don't know this woman, but it seems that has, if you know her,
took 4 houses. No, even I think the widow herself, she's weak. Weak. No, now. Madam Hope, the woman herself, the widow herself, I think she's weak or not enlightened or not informed, because this generation, the type of widow we have. Who now? From where? How did you do it? How did you? A woman that was 10 years out of the marriage, legally divorced, and you let her wife, you came to send her out. God passed a devil. That is what I will say.
She capitalized on the power of the children.
On the children.
Like I said,
then the relationship with the children, let's question that too. That's another thing.
The first line we are going to do is that let's pray we're able to
get her. Okay.
If you can bring her to tell her story, so that maybe the background of the story, because the background of the story is even more,
Seriously.
Whatever it is. But the truth is this. Somebody that asks where is the legal, and if you're a lawyer, if you're a professor, whatever it is,
please come to our aid. Yes. That's one of the essence.
Everybody.
Yes, please let's help this woman to get what belongs to her and the children.
You help her, yeah.
Okay, Madam Hope, we're almost some seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your evening, ma. Yes, we are advocating our human rights lawyer. Please take this. Call us on Amana Hope. Call us on WFM 91.7. Let's help this widow out there. Let her not lose things that are right, that belongs to her, and let the children not suffer. It's a great time to talk about this. And I know we are all out there. And comrade, we thank you for your comments, and those of us that commented on Facebook. We'll keep this going. We'll tell you how far. We'll keep the story on, and we'll pray the woman will get justice. In the meantime, enjoy a beautiful weekend and a great new week. Thank you.
I love all the music they play. It's jam.
It's our hit. It's the bomb.
It's the bomb, baby.
The best, baby. We're bringing it to you live.
Bringing it to you live. Women Radio.